Hey YouTube! So this is going to be my first attempt at making a vlog or vlog as people call it. So whatever you choose to call it, this will be my first attempt at making one. So a little background about me. When I was little, I was raised by my uncle and my aunt. My uncle being my mom's brother and his wife. They raised me from the time I was I think about 1 year old or so. I was raised with them. I do know who my biological mother is. She passed away when I was like 12 years old. She was a lot of fun, great personality, good energy, everything. So every story that I remember about her that family has told me and everything that I remember about her was good. Everyone has their flaws and issues, but that's everybody, every single person on this earth. Um, so me and my siblings, we weren't raised with our mom, except for my youngest brother. But yeah, she was still a dope woman. See, check me out. She was dope. So anyway, it was always a question in my head as to, okay, I know my mom, I know I know my family, I know my mom's side of the family, but I was always kind of curious as to who my father was. And when I was young, I didn't think to ask my mom certain questions when I was just like 10, 11 years old before she had passed away. I didn't ask those certain questions. So as I got older, like family gatherings or just like being around my aunts, my uncles, I'll always ask them like, well, do you guys know who my father is? Do you guys know who my father is? Does anyone know who my father is? So it's like been a question like for years and years. Because I'm in my 40s now, so it's been a question for a long, long time. My aunt Rosemary, she has certain names for me, so I would talk to her. I think I even recorded a conversation from me and her talking because I would Google and look for people. My aunt Bernadine told me some names. Other relatives have even told me certain names. So, but I never could get anywhere with what the information I was given. So, the minute the internet became a thing, that's the first thing that I did. I started searching, trying to search for the names that I had been told, and one of the names was very common. So it was just like I knew I was just not going to get anywhere with this name. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I have to know, like, eventually how, where I come from, like I look like someone. So, I just wanted to know. I've always had this burning desire just to know, like, where I come from, um, things that may be related to me health wise, my personality, just anything, any of the things that you take from the people who have created you. So, this has been a complete mystery my entire life. A question my fiance asked. Well, people were asking us. It's like, are you guys gonna have a big wedding? I was like, no, I don't want a big wedding because I don't have any parents. Because now at this point it's 2020, and my adoptive parents are gone, and my biological mother is gone. So I'm just like, I don't want a big wedding because it's kind of like you want that pomp and circumstance, but it's like so amazing when your parents can be sitting there. Your dad walks you down the aisle. That's something that I've always desired. I've always wanted. So it's just been kind of like I was like I didn't want that, and he was just like, no, we're gonna have a nice size wedding. So I said, okay, all right, I'll do that. I was gonna have my big brother walk me down the aisle instead. So, well, few of my big brothers. But I just really was like, whatever. But my adoptive mother, she passed away in May of 2018. And it was just like shortly after she passed away too, I was just like, wow, like I have no parents. What am I supposed to do with myself now? So it's still just burned in my head. Like I said, I called my aunt. This past Thanksgiving, we were having Thanksgiving dinner, And I'm asking around, asking my family various questions like who's my father, this and the other and all that. But little rewind. So in May of 2019, I decided to do a 23andMe. So 23andMe, it breaks down like where you're from, your heritage. It'll tell you like what percentage you are of, if I'm 37% Nigerian, if I'm 27% Bantu people, I'm 5% from the Congo. It breaks it down like that. And you can also match to other people to see like if you're connected to them, if your DNA matches to them. So 23andMe, I really didn't get a whole lot from that. I talked to a couple of people, but it was just kind of like they were so distant from me that it was just no, I didn't get anywhere basically with that. So it was just kind of like, okay, whatever. So my uncle, he did Ancestry, and I remember him talking about Ancestry. So in October, I submitted and did Ancestry as well. So when I submitted my Ancestry or whatever, I matched to, of course, my uncle because he had already done it. He appeared as a first cousin, even though he's my mother's brother, so I know that he's my uncle. But I feel like it probably popped up as a first cousin because like they don't have his parents' DNA or my mom's DNA to go on, but he's just so close in relationship that it says first cousin. So another man popped up on right below him. So on Thanksgiving, we were comparing our ancestry results, and I was like, "Hey, Uncle, is this man on yours as well?" So he was like, "No, you really got to do some digging with that. That's a really, a really close match. Like he's matching really high to you. You really got to do some digging there." So I reached out to him on Ancestry, and I was asking him like, I told him the truth. I was like, basically, I don't know who my father is. I don't know the other side of my family. I honestly don't know his name, and your DNA matches to mine a lot. So, did you live in the Chicago Maywood area in the 70s? And we're going back and forth. Where I'm asking him questions. So then he would be like kind of like slow to respond, but he did tell me that he lived here and he lived here during that time. And so, I'm really trying to get a conversation going, and then he kind of like disappeared. So I sent him a message. I was like, hey, I hope I haven't scared you off, but I would really like to know, I'm just trying to get close to whomever I can find out to know, like, obviously you're related to me in a strong relation to me. And I would just like to dig deeper and see, how you're related to me. And, if you could possibly know anything about who my father is. So he didn't respond again. I was just like, oh, sigh. So then I sent another message, and he was like, oh, I'm out of town right now. And then I was like, oh, okay. Well, this is my phone number. If you don't mind me giving you my phone number or you sharing yours. And I said my phone number, my email. And I said, I can send you pictures of my mom, and maybe you can kind of look at her picture and see if you know anything or anything like that. So after that, I didn't hear from him or anything like that. So on December 27th of 2019, I sent another message. I was like, hey, happy holidays, whatever you celebrate, happy holidays, happy upcoming new year. So that night, I got a phone call from a number, and I was just like, I didn't recognize the number. So I finally I answered the phone, and he told me that it was him. And I was like, oh wow. So he was just saying like, oh, I really don't know how to get into the ancestry and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I'm glad that you responded to me and you're talking to me, because I honestly thought I scared you away. And he was like, no, no, no. I'll try to help you. And I told him my mom's name. He didn't recall the name, so he was like, well, what we'll do is send me pictures of your mom, and I'll do some investigating and see what I can do on my end. So I sent him 2 pictures of my mom. He responded immediately and was like, no, I don't know your mom, and happy new year, but I'll do some investigating out here on my end. So I'm like, okay, cool, cool, cool. So then I'm talking to my cousins and my brothers, and I'm just like, y'all think he gonna respond? Cause y'all think he gonna, try to help me or anything? Cause after that, I really didn't hear from him. So me, my uncle, and my cousin were in a group chat one day. We were still talking about the ancestry thing, and I screenshotted him again. He was like, "You gotta talk to whoever that person is, and don't let up or whatever. That's a strong lead for you." So I had his phone number by this time, so I texted him. I was like, "Hey, how you doing? Did you get a chance to kind of check within your family with anyone?" And he said he hadn't by then, but he did tell me that he had another brother that lived here during that same time, and he's back in the South now. And I was like, well, did you get a chance to maybe talk to that brother down South? So what he did was his niece, she also matched to me. I had also reached out to her, but I hadn't heard from her. So he sent the pictures to his niece, and she talked to she talked to she talked to me on Ancestry finally, and she sent the message, and she was saying like, I'm sorry, I don't check this as often. I'm gonna try to help you. And I said, yes, your uncle is gonna forward you some pictures for me and see if we can go from there. Then she was like, okay, thanks. And I sent her my phone number. If if you can find anything, if you hear anything. She said, okay, I'll get back to you. So it was a Friday, like evening. Saturday morning, she sent me a message on Ancestry. She was like, hey, I think I may have found some information for you. Can I call you? I'm like, sure. So I talked to her. She's great energies, beautiful spirit. I can just easily pick that up. So she was just like, well, I talked to my uncle down here in Woodville, Mississippi, and he knows your mom. He called her by her nickname, and they had a relationship, and he would like to talk to you, and this is his phone number. So, like, all of my life until my 40s, I'm on the phone with a guy who had a relationship with my mom, and I'm not knowing where I come from, and I'm matched to his family. Amazed. Like, amazed. I'm amazed at this point, right? So I calmed down for a second. I calmed down, and then I calmed down for a second, and because I was up here like through the roof, so my fiance was like, calm down, you gotta call, you gotta call. So I got his phone number. I calmed myself down. I called him. I talked to him. It's for privacy's sake, I'll only say his first name. His name is Jesse, but they call him Lee. So I talked to him, and he was like, yeah, I knew your mom, and when I was in Maywood, and we were hanging out in certain areas and stuff like that. And he's like, yeah, your mom was one of the women who snatched me up. I was like, oh, sound like my mama, because I got some of that. Got some of that inside myself. So I was just like, wow. So he talked to me for about 10 minutes or so, and I was just like, I wonder, is this man my father? So his niece, in the meantime of before I even called him, his niece, her and I became Facebook friends. I was looking at her pictures while I was talking to her, and I saw a man, tall, slender frame, my nose, my cheekbone, all of that. So I'm just like, this guy has my face a little bit. Wonder is this him? So I was like, okay, I don't know. So I hung up with him, and I texted her, and I was like, hey, do you have any pictures of him that you can send me? She sends me pictures of him. When I tell y'all, he looks just like me. Like, well, I look just like him. I was like, wow. So when I saw, I was like, that's my face. That's my nose. That's my cheekbone. Oh, it's my daughter's face too, because she looks just like me, my oldest daughter. I was just like, wow, what if this is him? So I was excited, of course. Well, I was excited like high up. So when I'm talking to him, he was like, I never thought that I would be one of those men that may have to go on Maury, because I watch Maury every day. So we fell out laughing about that, because I was like, I watch Paternity Court every day. But he didn't know I existed. So he knows nothing about me. I didn't know a thing about him. I've never heard his name, anything mentioned to me. So it was just like, wow, 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 wow. So he said, so how we gonna find out if I'm your dad and you my daughter? And I said, well, we can do a DNA test to be certain. And he said, okay. So his niece, I talked to her, and I was like, hey, would you mind helping him do a paternity test. I said, but what will happen is I'll have to order it, send it to you, you help him administer it, and then you have to mail it to me, and then I'll do mine, and then I'll send it off. So that's what we did. So I ordered the kit, and it went to her, and she went to him like that following or the next weekend or so, maybe like a weekend, or maybe I think the next weekend after that. So and she went and they did their test. Well, he did his test.
Okay, Jessie Lee, you have just finished taking your DNA test?
Yes.
Okay, then. It will be on its way to you, Marilyn, any day. Bye bye.
He's how old is he? He's 72 now, so he's an older man, and he just has big old smile, and he's great. He's great. So I'm just like, okay, well, I hope this is him because I'm still not sure. So she did the test with him, and then I had to wait for it to come to me. So they did it on like a Saturday, and I got mine on that Thursday. So I did mine that Thursday and swabbed myself while I was at work. When I got off work, I went straight to the post office. The company got it that Monday. They sent me an email Monday morning, and they said, you'll have your results within 48 hours. So by this time, I am super anxious. But during that period of time of just waiting for this process to happen, I talked to him just about every day or every other day or so. And the Monday that I got the email when they were telling me that they got the test and we would know in 48 hours, we were talking on the phone. And even prior to that, we would talk on the phone, and he would say, at 9 o'clock, we're going to pray. You for me and me for you. 9 o'clock, we're going to pray. I said, okay, all right. And then he would say, this giving me goosebumps. This feels so good. And I was like, yeah, I'm really just like, I don't know what to do with myself. I am ecstatic. So also on that Monday when I got the email that I would probably get my results soon, I sent the text to my uncles, my uncle, my aunts, a couple of my cousins. I'm like, hey, y'all, my DNA is there. Y'all pray with me. Y'all pray for me. Even in the midst of that too, I was talking to my uncles, my aunts. I showed them pictures and was telling them about the exchange. One of my aunts knows him from when he lived in the Illinois area. So she knew him. She was like, yeah, I remember him. I remember him. My uncle told me in the spirit, I already know that this is him. And he looked at him at the eyes and he was like, that's your daughter's grandfather. So he already knew. I felt it. Like when I saw a picture of him, I felt it. Me and I think his oldest son, we became Facebook friends as well. I sent him pictures too so he could show him the pictures and stuff, and he was like, he looked at me, he was like, yeah, you his daughter. So everybody that I talked to prior to even trying to, get results from the DNA test or anything was like, you look like him. I think you're his daughter. I think you're his daughter. I think you're his daughter. So even my fiance, he was like, yeah, I think so too. I think so too. I think you have really gotten close, really gotten close. So I sent my test off, and I waited my results on that Wednesday. So let's see what else happens, guys.
So, hello everyone. She's received it in the mail and we did not open it yet. So this is the before.
So I'm at work in the work bathroom at that. My daughter is here and my fiance, and I just got my email with my DNA results. My anxiety is through the roof. I'm so freaking anxious right now, but we're gonna go to the car so like I don't yell and scream at work. So we're gonna go to the car and open them. So I just got my DNA results, and I'm going to open them.
And there's anxiety.
My anxiety is through the roof. I made a video already stating about my anxiety right now. So I'm at work. My daughter and my fiance are here. So I'm thankful that they're here. Let's go.
Come Come on,
What
don't
is
just talk. Talk.
Here.
Talk. You got the blog.
I
You
can't
got it.
talk. He's my dad. Oh my God. I found my father after 41 years. Oh my God.
Baby.
He's my dad. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
What did it say, Jelani?
He is my father.
99.9998%.
Oh my God. I found my daddy. Oh my.
Wow.
Oh my God.
99.99.
He's my dad.
Can't deny. Can't deny.
Oh my God.
Okay, call him.
Oh my God. Yeah, let's call him.
Congratulations, baby.
Thank you, babe.
Now we going to Louisiana.
Mississippi.
Oh my
Oh.
God. I found my father. This is so amazing. Hey.
Hey,
This Marilyn.
hey, Mel. I got you another yesterday.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, hi, Dad. I can stop calling you Lee. I just got the results, and you're 99.99% my father.
Get out of here.
Yes, I just opened it. I'm at work, so I had to come to the car with my fiance and my daughter. They came to lunch with me, and yes, I just opened them, and I'm like, oh my God, I found my dad. Like, oh wow. I'm in shock right now. But yeah,
Are you for real?
yes, I'm for real. I'm gonna mail them to you too. I'm gonna send them to you too. I'm like, oh my gosh, like yeah, I just got them in an email like 20 minutes ago, and I had to come to the car because my anxiety was up. But yep, you're my daddy.
Oh, God, daughter, I never know anything about it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my God, I'm just like, wow. Wow, I'm just stuck. Like I'm stuck right now.
You stuck. I mean, I can understand about it. You being stuck.
You got two beautiful granddaughters.
You got two more granddaughters. Yeah, you got two more granddaughters. I got a grandpa. And brothers and sisters. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. This is amazing.
Well, hello, Mr. Bell. Hello, Mr. Bell. My name is Kevin. I'm your future son-in-law, and we are so grateful that she finally has found her dad, and your granddaughter's here as well.
Say hi.
Hello.
That's Jelani. That's the youngest one. Man, yeah, that's all I can say. Like I'm so stuck. Like, oh my God. Wow.
That's a wow.
Wow.
That's a wow. That's impressive.
I am the father.
That's
Yes. all that Maury Povich and Paternity Court we watched.
I am the father.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I called you yesterday to tell you that the results probably would come today because I got an email Monday saying that they come within 48 hours after they receive them. So they received them Monday morning. So I was calling you last night to tell you that they probably would come today, but I'm glad we talking right now. So
Hey, I mean, when we get to talking, would you please call Dion and tell him? Because he always, you know.
yeah, he was just talking to me on Facebook yesterday, and he was telling me, he was telling me he going to Fat Tuesday, and he wanted to meet my oldest daughter Zuri when he gets over there.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, this is
He's got
me too. I was like, I'm stuck. Y'all ever been like stuck? Like you can't even say nothing. Like I'm like stuck. Like
I am too tough.
I got a dad.
So you can say it.
All these years, I have a father. I know where I came from.
Yes.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. We gotta celebrate. We gotta eat something good tonight.
I mean,
78.
78.
Yeah. Wow.
I am 7.
Wasn't
In
this fun?
Maywood, I guess.
Yeah, it may would. It may would.
Oh, jeez.
Oh gosh,
The
yeah.
DNA
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
the
yeah.
DNA say you was here.
Hey,
Yeah.
I got your phone number and everything.
Yeah.
I'm going on the outside and walk around,
Yeah,
you
he need a
know,
little. He need
Okay.
Just tell him you
I don't know
understand.
what
He just
I'm
need
gonna
a home.
I don't know. I know that's how I feel too, because I'm at work and I don't want to go back to work, but I gotta go to work. But yeah, you gotta process it.
And I am your dad.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
but you gotta get
And I
home.
never thought I would be one of them men.
It wasn't
I
your
know.
fault.
It's
I
right.
would be one of them men.
Well, it wasn't your fault, so you didn't know I existed. So I'm definitely not mad about that. So you didn't know I existed. So right now,
I just got that letter yesterday
you did.
with me and your pictures together side by side.
Uh huh.
And I'm looking at my nose, I'm looking at your nose, and I'm saying, that dude look a little bit like my nose and stuff.
Everybody that I showed that picture to said I look just like you.
And then I just close it back up. I put on my glasses last night, then I just opened back up and just look at it again.
That is
So
true.
I just left it and went to bed.
Oh wow. So well, I guess our prayers were answered.
Yes, they were.
Our prayers were answered. Oh my God, sis. I found my father. He's my father. I got the email at like 12:40. I was outside in the car with Kevin and Jelani, and I called him. And oh my God, all this time has passed. Oh my God. All I can say is thank you, God.
This is post results.
Oh my God. Just so you ever just been on like a natural high or like emotionally overwhelmed. That's how I feel right now. Like, oh my God.
We wish that you were able to come home because
Yeah. Yeah,
I could imagine how you ain't gonna do nothing for the rest of the day,
I'm not.
you know, but I'm so proud of you and I'm so happy for you. I am, because I was telling Jelani that, you know, you like professional, you know, detective type shit. You are awesome. You really are. Your mom is so cold. Yeah. Yeah. All right, baby.
So I'm a little late vlogging a few things that happened, but yeah, some moments you just cannot capture on camera. You just have to live in that moment. So today I am meeting my sisters. They live in different suburbs of Chicago. So do I. So yeah, my daughter washed my hair and we just braided it up. So like I feel like I'm going on a first date. So I was trying to make sure like my locks were like, you know, a little razzle dazzle. So I'm just taking my braids out right now. So let me see, updates. So Dad lives in a small town in Mississippi. It's like on the borderline of Mississippi and, well, in Mississippi on the borderline of Louisiana. So we have been talking And it felt so good. The other night I called him just to talk to him because, of course, my phone, social media, everything has been off the chain since I got my DNA results. So we know that it's official. He's my dad, and I have a whole slew of family. So I think I've been talking to cousins, I've been talking to aunts, and of course I've been talking to siblings. So I have 3 older brothers, 1 older sister, and 1 younger sister. So like I am amped up. Like I'm like so amped up. It's ridiculous. So me and my sisters, I kind of text them. I think it was Monday morning. I texted them and just kind of like introduced myself to them. And it might not. No, it might not. It wasn't Monday morning. I think it was Thursday morning. So I kind of introduced myself to them, and we've been talking, and we've been just talking, like we've known each other forever. So that's a good thing. We've been getting a feel for each other. So yeah, we're just excited. So I talked to Dad, and yeah, it was Thursday evening. I talked to Dad, and I can say Dad, y'all. I can say Dad, and I like know it. Like that's my dad. So I talked to him Thursday night, and we were just talking, and he was telling me like how he even ended up in coming to the Chicago area, and you know, be sharing with me some of the things that he did back in the day, some of his work and stuff. And I told him what I do for a living, and he was kind of like happy and excited about that. So yeah, I think he was just like proud. So I could just hear the proud in his voice. So even though I'm 41 years old, just to hear the proud in his voice was just like amazing. So then he's not a long-winded talker on the phone, which is okay, because I'm pretty sure when I see him in person, I'm going to talk his ear off. He's probably going to be like, this girl shut up. I'm like, no, we have a lot to catch up on. So yeah, and then when we ended that call on Thursday, like, yeah, I just called him, and I wasn't thinking about my vlog, even though I want to like update you guys with every single move, but I mean, sometimes it's just not possible. So when I called him, and it was just a random, let me call, because I had been calling him to let him know that I talked to my sisters and we're going to hang out today, which is Saturday. So he was just like, he was happy about that. And I said, well, Dad, I want to come and see you. I'm going to come and see you sooner than later. And he was like, I'm coming to see you. And I was like, what? You coming to see me? He was like, yeah, I'm going to come and see you. So that just like made my heart like so big, so joyous. So at the end of this particular call, this is the first time Dad was like, I love you. And I was like, I love you too. And it was just, I'm sorry, I'm such a mush. I know that I'm such a freaking mush, but yeah. So to know that that's the person that created me, that helped Mom create me, and I have his face. So yeah, that's just been, this has been like really, really amazing. Even on that Wednesday when I got the results, I was talking to my aunts and uncle on my mom's side, and everyone is in my family, my cousins and my other siblings and stuff. Everyone's just so excited and so happy for me. And it's just like, it's been amazing. So even when I got off work, I went to go see my aunt Bernadine, and she had bought me this big old balloon, and she's gonna write Daddy's Girl. It's like one of those write-on balloons. She write Daddy's Girl on it. And she got me some chocolate roses. So I didn't eat them because I'm on a diet. But I do have them. So I was just like, yeah. So I'm just like super duper overwhelmed with joy and so much love and so much, man, it's just, this is great. So I am, like I said, I'm trying to take my little braids out my head so I can go and meet my sisters, and my locks are not all over my head. Because I think my first video, yeah, the first part of this is probably like, yeah, comb your hair, girl. But hey, it's natural hair, so I want to be a naturalista. So this is what I signed up for. So yeah, I'm just going to take these braids down. I think I'm going to change my little sweatshirt. I'm not going to be like super dressed up, but I feel like I'm going on a date. I feel like I'm going on a first date. So, and my sisters, they have been texting me. We've been texting like all morning, like we're excited, we're nervous, but it's just like, wow, like, man, I just never would have thought that um, ancestry and technology and all this stuff would manifest in this way, even though this has been my heart's desire, my prayer since I've been a little girl. I've always wondered, like, you know, who do I look like, or what's my dad like, and what type of person is he, and some of my ways and quirkiness and probably stuff that gets on people's nerves. Like, did I get that from him? So yeah, it's just been like, yeah. So I get a chance to finally like meet my dad. So I can't wait for that. I have big brothers, and one of them, the oldest one, he calls me like every day, checks on me, and you know, just to hear people, just other people that's just come around you and have more people love on you, more people concerned about your well-being, more people you can go to and talk to, and know that they'll be there for you, and just have that. So now I'm just like, I have this big old webbed family I can weave together. So if I weave all of my brothers and sisters together, it's 11 of them. So I'm just like, man, I want to go start a fight with some people. Like, who gonna mess with me? Like, I got a whole squad. Like, what? Like, what? So who are gonna bother me? But no, I am just playing. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, I just have like this big old family. So I know we probably can't all be together at one time right now, but I'm hoping, it's my desire. So I'm gonna probably vlog about this for a while. It'll be my desire, because I'm getting married in December and it's January right now, that all my siblings, well, I know that all of my siblings should be at my wedding. So that's gonna be some great pictures for me. So my dad will be there. Like, I'll have my dad to walk me down the aisle. I'll have my siblings, my brothers, my sisters. Oh my gosh, this is just, man, like, my heart is like so freaking full right now. So, but all right, so I will talk to you guys a little bit later. So I am about 5 minutes away from picking up my older sister that we call Nunu. I'm about 5 minutes away from picking her up, and then we're gonna head to the restaurant to meet up with our sister Ebony. Now you gotta take over the camera.
You tall.
Hi! Somebody else has my face! Oh, it's so good to meet you. Oh my God.
Hi. So I'm getting paid for this camera woman all day. Hi, I'm the cousin.
Right, you gotta record it.
I hate that cold out here.
Y'all ready? Thanks all here. I'm making a ball. Oh, hi. This is my little sister and my big sister. But I'm the tallest, so like, yeah.
Hey, Dad. Hello, Daddy. How are you? I'm good. I made it.
Hi. You see all these people with your face? You see all these girls with your face?
Who you with, Jesse? Tell me, girls, since you guys are all three together, how does it feel to be sisters as one?
I don't know yet. We have to have our arguments and stuff first.
tell me about the
But I don't
gym.
think she gonna argue with me because I'm like so goofy and loving.
And let me not arguments like that. It won't be never like that.
Or like get mad about something maybe that we don't.
I just put her on pause for like 5 minutes. Now let me hear these middle names again. Your name?
My middle name is Renee.
And your name?
Journey.
And your name? So you guys are like Lisa Monet?
The name.
Right, the name. We are leaving.
Yes, it was such a great dinner.
Look, we gotta get down to this one.
We gotta hang out again.
Yes.
I'm
Bye,
stuck in a
Tay-Tay,
minute.
you
Yes.
are so funny. It was so
Yes,
great
Tay-Tay.
meeting you.
Tay-Tay gotta come with us all the time. I know, right?
I'm like, where's Waldo? Always in the picture.
So we are out grocery shopping because we're gonna have a baby shower.
No,
today. I'm the baby.
We not having a baby shower. She's having a daddy's girl shower.
But I'm the baby.
Just be correct. Politically correct. No baby
So
shower.
we're shopping, and my aunts and my cousins, maybe my uncle, and some others are coming over. Stay tuned. We're having my baby shower. It's a girl. Here I am. Literally. Say hi.
And me and I have trust on.
Cousin Curlin, cousin Tony. This is my little bitty lady / my auntie. This is my baby shower cake. I don't know. I ain't never seen nobody come to a baby shower that ain't got no gifts.
It's gotta be on the Williams or the white hand side.
Baby shower ring.
You said, why be on your thing, Auntie?
That's close to all of us on that DNA.
Oh, wow.
Really? We thank you for blessing our mama.
With this. Y'all see
All,
with this?
all of this.
All of this. Hold on,
All
let me spin for y'all.
All of that. I'm sick of this.
It's out of the church. So good. Come on, AT, you the elders. You gotta give me a blessing. You know they blessed them. Come on.
Come on,
Come on, you
mother.
got on your all white. You're pure. Come on.
You heard what she said.
I feel it. Ooh, you don't want me to do that. You don't want me to do that.
And you pure. You got on all that white. Go ahead.
And done drunk some wine, so it's gone.
It was communion.
Jesus turned water into wine.
It said turn up.
Look at money looking at you.
Because y'all taking too long for my baby to get the cake.
Okay.
Exactly. He's
Okay,
like,
come on.
what's all
Come
this?
on, cut the cake. We'll cut the cake. Hold on, shall I eat my pacifier first?
Big old baby.
Girl.
Look, Kitsy baby like, look, cut this cake. Y'all so wrong.
Congratulations, daddy's girl.
Yeah, but you
Congratulations,
was
daddy
alright.
girl.
All right, who's gonna cut the cake? All right, I cut the piece. Jesse and Marsha. See you in the Wait. Daddy's girl. Daddy's girl. Put me good in there. My baby wants some cake, y'all. Give my baby. Hey, Dad.
Hey, Nana. I mean, Anthony.
Nope, this Merlin.
Hi, man. Oh, y'all sound alike.
I know, right? How are you?
Yeah.
How you doing today?
I got your DNA test today.
You
and your
did.
picture.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I was calling to see if you had got it because I know I printed it out and sent it in the mail to you.
Yeah, I got it today.
Oh, that's good.
When y'all went outside, I told Anthony to let y'all take a picture and made it to me.
Oh yeah, we took a picture. I'm a mail it to you tomorrow.
Ah, good.
Yeah, we took some pictures together.
about 3 kids all together.
Yeah, and we had so much fun. It was like I had been knowing them forever. So of course, like when I first met them, we hugged each other. We was emotional, but like once we got to the restaurant and stuff, it was just like we've been knowing each other forever. We just fit so good together. We sat there, we talked, we laughed. We had such a good time.
Yeah, I mean, I I seen on the I seen on just the phone how good a time y'all was having.
Yeah, yeah, we had a nice time. They they
Yeah, yeah.
they trying to come up with a trip to come down to see you. So Ebony was saying March, and I was like, "Well, y'all met him before. When I'm going, cause I want to go now."
Oh,
I was like, "I want to meet my daddy."
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my niece and stuff from Jackson, and
Uh-huh.
they say they call you and talk to you and say I'm your cousin and stuff.
Yeah, they was sending me stuff on Facebook and everything. Even Derek's girlfriend, she said she told him about me, and he was so excited. So I wrote him a letter and sent him a picture of me and my kids. So like basically to introduce myself to him.
I mean, that is so nice.
Yeah. So yeah, we had a whole little party just because I found you, and it was fun.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm so glad you did. I had no idea you was even out there.
Yeah, and then I never was told your name. So I'm at work, and I'm just sitting here thinking, all this time, I wonder where I came from, who I look like, and then the way that this all unfolded and how everyone has been just so accepting of me, like my dad, my aunts, uncles, my siblings. As you all were able to see how I hung out with my sisters and my brother. My brothers check on me every single day in some kind of way, via text, via phone call, and it's just all so just thankful. I'm just thankful because this could have truly went a whole nother way. Like some people don't want to be bothered with people that they just met, or people just don't want to accept like new people and open their hearts to that. And now it's just like love on top of love on top of love. And then even the way that my family came together, we had such a good time just celebrating me finding his house. And I'm just like, wow, I found my dad. I'm 41 years old, and I found my father. He still gets around really good. He's a nice guy, and it's just, this is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm trying not to be a mushy crybaby, but sorry.